Hello and welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new, remember to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. We're here today to talk about the Virgo full moon that is approaching on the 18th of March 2022. We're going to talk about the energy of that. We'll get some messages from Spirit and some cards as well for you. So I keep my information very simple so that everybody understands what's going on, because it's all about the energy. And we don't want to get too technical with things because we want everybody to be able to understand the frequencies that are happening. So we've got the full moon. That's always about endings, completion. Think of the moon being a big bright light, white light, and shining and illuminating everything that you need to have illuminated. Where it's also good for endings, clearings, and ceremonial work for that, okay, to bring in a new energy in the next cycle. We also have around this full moon, 2 days before, we have the Aries Equinox. So what does that mean? The Aries Equinox is where Aries is at 0 degrees with the sun. So it's like just think of it as an astrological New Year's Eve or a reset in the zodiac system, okay? So we've got a new start there. We've got an ending with a new start, a new reset, and with reset comes lots of detoxing, upgrading. So we're going to talk about that, okay? Now, the other aspect here we have around this full moon is we have a grand trine with Earth, or a grand Earth trine, okay? So the moon will be in Pluto, which intensifies the energy, and that Aries Equinox energy has the moon 29 degrees 53 in Libra. So it is going to bring out, or I feel already has, as the energy builds to the moon, an intensity of emotions, okay? So if you have been experiencing extreme fatigue, tiredness, anything virally coming up, viral stuff is always connected to your emotional state or emotional cleansing that needs to happen. So what's happening is we are being upgraded with more light. With more light, we get more information. Our body has to access and hold more light, so we receive more information. That then brings an expansion of consciousness, of energy, of awakening, okay, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. So yes, we are going through that, and when we do, because we're shifting a vibration, we go through extreme fatigues, energy imbalances, okay? So just sleep, just rest, and all of that. A lot of you may be feeling also confusion, loss, grief, and heartache coming up, okay? So let's just call this the Virgo moon detox, where you will be physically and emotionally, what's the word I want to use there? They're preparing you for a higher initiation. I just heard access point into your North Node. North Node is about moving to your future. Okay, now to move to our future, the North Node in Gemini is all about new information, you know, information we haven't had before, used before, and accessed before, okay? Gemini's beautiful energy at gathering detail. And we are going to feel like a flood of information, which brings that confusion, which brings all that extreme emotional turmoil within us. Okay, because we have a Jupiter Neptune as well energy here. That's the light, that's the spiritual. Jupiter's expansion, Neptune's to do with the spiritual world, the physical world, how much light you can actually take basically, and an upgrade. All right, so let's get back to the Virgo energy. Virgo represents health, natural medicine, practicality, discernment. So basically, to put this in an easy concept, you are about to go through a spiritual and physical cleansing and clearing, a spiritual upgrade, a purification and detox energy, putting you into a higher state of consciousness, okay? There it is. So a lot of, I just heard from Spirit, a lot of your primal instincts are going to be like in a disruptive energy. Now, I just heard that from Spirit, so that is the energy of this disruptive energy that is also going to come in from this full moon, because we do have an aspect here that is explosive, what we call a Mars square Uranus. There's fixed energy and mutable, so there's a bit of a clash here. So we are going to see sort of sudden eruptive energy, and I think that's the message I just got there from Spirit. That makes sense. So just watch any sudden eruptive energy, because as your primal instincts are disrupted, that's you know, about reaction. Yeah, coming from that deep primal sort of, I don't know, there's an imbalance, there's a disruption there. So just please sit with that, whatever that is for you. I just got that from Spirit, so I'm not sure whether I need to go into that yet. Now, Virgo brings in a practicality, which I really like, because there does feel like with upgrades and more light and more expansion, and we've got the spiritual here with a fixed and mutable energy. So fixed is set, not willing to change. Mutable is where do I need to change? So it's going to, again, hit us in our very base areas within our how we are constructed, let's say. So there is a beautiful aspect here though. So we will be thinking a lot about our natural being, natural state, spiritual state, becoming more spiritual, and where do I need to change. We'll be thinking a lot about the earth, our energy, our food supply, our nutritious supply, and where that's coming from in and for the future. As you all know, around the world we have a lot of very explosive, disruptive war energy, because we do have like an Aries sort of street fighter, rebellious energy here, a strong urge for freedom, a strong urge for human rights. And now is the time to really sit with yourself, Virgo, practical, logical, discern the information about who we really are, who you really are as a person, and where are we moving as a collective, and what really is the true importance of life and living. Okay, now most, all of these disruptive war energies that go on in our world are about one world order, one world government, one world banking. You know, it is still in that authoritarian one world domination. And this is, you know, this is the clash of the fight for freedom. And it really is a time now where we've got so many natural resources, Virgo, earth, natural resources, herbal medicine, plants, you know, food, our soils, everything like that, where we sustain future, where we grow. It really needs to come into people's consciousness now, because a lot of the disruption in life is from you know, oils, coals, resources. We have a lot of natural resources, the sun, the earth, you know, we can sustain quite peacefully. And we really need to awaken to that consciousness on an extreme level now, and make the changes and stand together as a human collective. We need to come together in this for that future North Node, and where this is serious energy now, Spirit's saying, about where our future is actually heading. That's what I'm trying to say. And we are at a crucial turning point or crisis point there. There'll be a lot of financial turbulence coming in. But the beautiful aspect here, which I really like, is we also have this beautiful energy of Haumea, the planet, And that is also about nature and beauty and peace and food supply. And so in all this, we've got this beautiful energy coming in, trying to remind us, to expand us and balance out this energy. So this strong urge is going to come through for freedom and human rights, because we have that beautiful Mars-Venus conjunction in Aquarius, okay? And Aquarius is all about quantum, freedom, humanitarian, all of that energy. So there's a lot going on here, guys. That's just the overall energies that we're going to go through. But there is one beautiful aspect I did want to bring out. So hang on. We've got to sort through the information that is coming through our frequencies. That's what Spirit just said. Okay, so we'll just repeat that. We need to sit down in this Virgo energy and sort through the energy frequencies, the information in the frequencies that are coming through. That's what we call your downloads, okay? Whether they're outward or inwardly. And where are you told, meaning intuition, to take action? And Virgo is very good at discerning that and helping you to detox and get back to your natural state of being to do that. Hence, I like the word grand earth trine. So getting us back to that natural state and earthing into that realignment. So this is a big opportunity, Spirit just said to me then. This is a massive opportunity here, okay? So it's like that divine being energy coming in and that material world energy, and we really need to decide here on a frequency level where the collective is going to really put their intentions, their energies, their decisions. Where is your intuition telling you? What is it telling you? And this is resetting this astrological, let's call it energy. All right, so it's big, it's massive. I hope that's not too far-fetched for people. And where are you going to plant your seeds? Where are you planting your seeds for the future? We do have a beautiful, beautiful energy here that I do want to mention. So if you do have anything in the 5th or 7th house, because we do have Venus here. So that is actually an unexpected. Venus is to do with love, relationships. So check out your 5th and 7th house. You may meet someone new, you may meet someone suddenly, and it is exciting new relationship, or the possibility for an exciting new relationship. So maybe check that out in your chart for those of you who are looking for that. And this will have quite a deep love and deep spiritual meaning to it, okay? So to me, 7th house, if you have Venus or you have a fated thing in that, you know, it's very fated, all right? So, alrighty, I think we've covered it, but please remember, this is a time with Mercury and Jupiter. Jupiter's expansion, Mercury is information. Mercury rules Gemini. Gemini is our north node. We've got an amazing, amazing alignment here, despite what we just went through, to really be creative, to have creative thinking, bring original ideas through, and insights of inspiration that is going to take us through to the future. Okay, a higher inspiration and ability to do that. So this is actually, although Virgo is very grounded and peaceful and connected to nature and animals and our diet and our health system, we are going to see a collective consciousness really take a strong stand here. So I would like to promote that we really think long term about getting back to nature, getting back to the natural, natural instincts, natural ways of living, being and doing, and resetting our energy, because we are at a reset point at this Virgo full moon to close out a cycle. Okay, so let's wrap that up. Let's get to, because this was quite a higher energy sort of talk. The challenge in this full moon will be staying strong, having hope, and where do I need to change, okay? Where do we need to change as the collective? Because we're all in this, and we all need to prioritize now what is important for the future. I just heard Spirit say there may be sudden and extreme clashes between, you know, family, friends. Where thinking is so different and so are not a vibrational match. The frequencies are so different, let's say, that you probably can't even be around those people or communicate. It's like when you're in someone's energy and you can't communicate in that energy. You just can't function. You get extremely tired, extremely drained, and you feel extremely detached. You are one of these people going through a massive shift in your vibrational frequency, and it does make you feel alone and disconnected, okay? So just if a bit of, there's a lot of that going on, and I've actually had people confirm that. So we have the Sacral Chakra here. That's the core of creation. So what did I say? Spirit gave me the message about those primal things that will be disrupted within you, primal instincts, primal I'll just put base primal, what are they saying? Base primal disruption. Let's just call it that. That's what they're saying. Core of creation, Sacral Chakra, and it was in reverse. So there we go. And here we have the snake and the rising and the opening here, and the light coming through. So the snake's always transformation, and we have Pluto. Luminant essence. See, it's all about frequency and heart frequency. So a lot of emotional disturbance this full moon, and soul star chakra in reverse. See, merging with the divine. So there we go. We're having a massive soul awakening with the divine, and the divine is fully connected with the earth. Virgo represents our earth connection now. Yep, trust your innocence, but this is also about, this card represents me. We're going through an absolute detox. Innocence is purification. I was only talking to an amazing lady the other day. We got together, sound healer. We were talking about frequencies and upgrading this, and the word we both keep getting from Spirit with our connection, with our energy, with our work, with our healing work, with our expansion work, is purification. We're in our connection and the light, and you've got to purify it. So this is about purification beyond where you've currently purified, if you can understand that. Ethers, see, overflow, the overflow, water, more emotion, water. It's funny, I was just talking about sound and voice, music, voice, tone, that travels through water and amplifies, okay? So also the emotional body here, yes, star seed elemental. They're all in reverse, guys. So I can see that means a transformation. That means a transitioning is happening. This beautiful water overflow energy. So every cell in your body, every information in those cells is really being disrupted, being upgraded, downloaded. Now, I do want to say this starseed elemental energy is from a much, much higher consciousness that we don't have a lot of the programming for. We are learning it. I talk about this all the time. You must stay in very purified energy, whether that's your health, people, places, situations. You must purify now, okay, to reset the cellular energy, information, upgrading that is going to come through for everybody. All right. That means different, what they said, what does that mean? Different way of thinking, different way of seeing, different paradigm shifts that are going to be so clear because the frequency to the old is no longer existent. Yeah. Back to nature, connection to nature, transformation. Yep. Unique gifts, see? We're being coded, recoded, upgraded with new gifts, talents, information. This is a wonderful, wonderful energy, and this is what we've all been moving through. With these transformation and light upgrades, we do have more what we call in the energy field attacks of the dark, or meaning lower vibrational frequencies that do attack our energy, whether they're people, places, or situations, or work through people or places or situations that create fear, that try to lower this frequency, okay? And that's why we need to purify right now, because the more you purify and the more light you have, the less we can be pulled into the lower, dark, negative frequencies, okay? Oh, I just heard Spirit say, keep it simple. Yep, new blueprints. Absolute new blueprints. So remember I talked about that confusion, feeling alone, feeling grief and heart grief. See the heart grief? You are only going through a heart transformation, okay? You are going through a heart cleansing, and yes, emotion comes out, sickness comes out with that sometimes in that, and whatever comes up for you, please know this, it is about the reset for you. The reset. Yes, everything's going to change. Everything, taste, sense, sight, feel, everything you were connected to is going to change. Purify, get connected to the earth. Protect your energy. Let's get some messages. What will be the challenge? Yeah, seeing behind the mask. I ask the angels for direction, okay? So it is in reverse, seeing behind the mask. So there's an absolute awakening. The masks are coming off, personally and externally as well. Asking angels of the 4 directions to come in. So speak to your spirits, speak to your spirit guides, get in that purified energy and ask for support. Professional assistance here could be to do more with trying to seek out higher consciousness, higher intelligence, when we're seeking out information that is unknown to us. So I've experienced that in my work recently. I've had a lot of people that have never been in the spiritual, who have never, and they've been so awakened, they've never sort of come for a reading or a healing or something like that. And now they are called to do so. And every single one of them will walk in and say, I don't know why I'm here. So, they are feeling this call, this higher calling to expand their energy. So this is a really good overall energy to get into at this time, especially with all the negative aspects or energies that are going on in the world. Let's call it war energy. We need to really keep raising the light to shut that down, okay? Raising the people. The people have a lot of power. Yeah, discovery. See, there's an awakening and it's discovery. Please think and remember about setting intentions right now. They can be global intentions, energetic intentions. Set your frequency. Set an intention to raise your frequency that raises the frequency of the universe, and you know, all of that energy work, spiritual work. Get around people who are like-minded, you know, gather information from people who you intuitively resonate with, whether they're completely new to you or, you know, you've never kind of hung out with those sort of people, but your intuition and you're seeking information from them and you want to collectively connect with them, because we've got the teacher on the professional assistance. So guidance, you know, go into that. Like what I said, you know, people coming saying, what is going on? I'm not spiritual, I'm not very awakened, but I'm experiencing these things, and I've come here today to ask you these questions. You know, it's seeking outside information from sources that you would not usually go to, and it's all in teaching and learning. All right, yep, and transformation. So there it is, and that's where you'll feel happy, get success, and clear any deception around you as well. Yeah, stand in your present power. So isn't that interesting? He looks like he's got a really good earth connection here, and he is standing in his power, in his authenticity. He has gathered his information, he has tapped into his universal guidance or connection to who he really is, masks off, setting intentions for who he is, and really standing in this. This is a force to be reckoned with. This is very strong energy. This person's not going to go, you know, they're standing in their power, let's put it that way. So stand in your power and your authenticity. And yes, the masks are coming off for you to realize who and what that authenticity is. What is real for us now, moving into our future, is of the utmost importance. To be setting that mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, and taking a stand in it. Spirit just said, taking a stand in it. This is a time to for a new world order, and not one world order and power, a new world order and power. Okay, new age, expansion, quantum Aquarius, freedom energy. Freedom brings expansion of more light, an upgrade of consciousness. We have come too far to go into lower or allow lower frequencies to now set our new world order. Okay? So guys, that was a bit heavy, but Spirit's been channeling through me this morning, got me up at 4 a.m. So, and it was very funny. I said to Spirit, I can't sustain this 4 a.m. thing. I have to do other things. And they said, yes, you can. And they said, we'll bring more light in so that you can't sleep anyway. It was a bit of a joke. Anyway, there it is, guys. More lights definitely coming through. They are definitely going to awaken us. All right, take care. Hopefully this helps you, and we'll get some more information out. Okay, thanks, bye.